Hello, I want to introduce you to the Pressgram plugin today and the options and features that will be available to you once you've installed this on your self-hosted WordPress site. You can see here I have just activated the plugin, and I'm going to click here to go to the settings, which are found under the Settings Media tab. So if you need to find this later, that is where you can go. The first thing you're going to want to do once you arrive to these settings is select a category. The plugin will not work if a category has not been selected, and so I'm going to select Photos as my category. One of the main features of the Pressgram plugin is to hide Pressgram images from your main feed and your RSS feeds so that they don't clutter up your site. And it does that by hiding this category from the feed. And so any other posts that happen to be assigned this category will also be hidden. This category is also automatically assigned when images are uploaded from the Pressgram app. And so you don't need to define this you should not need to define this in the application. If you do, you probably have any issues and you should contact us. We're going to take a look at these checkboxes here in just a moment, but I want to get down to our standard post options. I've set up a custom post type to handle my Pressgram images, and that's photograph. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to leave the post status as published. Currently, I think only the standard post statuses are supported in the plugin, not custom post statuses. We might have to look to add that later. I'm going to set the post format as an image. I will set the featured image for that post. I'm going to align the image to the center. I'll link it to the media file so that it plays nice with other plugins I have. And I'm going to check to allow comments and trackbacks. And even though that says this isn't supported by the current post type, it will still be written to the database. And then I'm going to translate hashtags into WordPress post tags so they can be searched on my site. And you can also choose to remove any type of content that you want as well. And yeah, we'll save changes. We'll take a look at these post relations a little bit later as well. If I look at my site right now, this is my standard site. My main home feed. We're not going to see any Pressgram images here, just kind of my standard posts. This is where my Pressgram images reside, is under my photos. And so we can find all of those here. We'll go back to the main feed. And we'll see in my admin area here my photographs. All photographs. Let's take a look at these checkboxes now. As I mentioned before, we saw no of the Pressgram images on the home feed. However, if you want to include them on your home feed, you have the option to do that. You can always include the Pressgram images on your home page or in your RSS feeds, or you can choose to only include them if an additional category has been assigned to it. So that's what I'm going to select here. We'll save that. And I already have a lot of Pressgram images uploaded and a lot of data on my site, so we should see stuff once we go back to my main page here and we refresh. We're going to find that some of my Pressgram images now appear on my front page. And those are only Pressgram images that have been signed in additional categories. So here you can see our family photos, fun photos, our family photos. So there's an additional category beyond just photos. And now it's going to show up on my main page. And that allows you to take some of your Pressgram posts, and if you want to feature it and not have it hidden away so much on your site, you can do that. One of the other features of the Pressgram plugin is the widget. So we'll go into Appearance Widgets, and I'm going to add this Pressgram widget right here. I'm not going to set a title for it. We'll do 3 columns of a total of 9 images, and we'll save this. So now when I come back to my page, I'm going to see this appear right in here when I refresh. This gives me a nice block of images here on my site. All right. Now the images that show up in that widget are only images that have a post relation to Pressgram. And so if I go back here, this is where I'm going to use this post relations. So right now I have photographs can be related to Pressgram. So if I go into my photographs, let's take a look at this. In our published meta box over here, we're going to see this option for Pressgram post. And this is going to be automatically applied to your Pressgram images that are uploaded. So they will be assigned as a Pressgram post. So this one's checked. And when we look over here, we see, yep, it's in that widget. If I decide that there's an image I don't want to feature in the widget, just simply uncheck that. And it's updated, so I'll update here, and now this image we're going to see no longer shows in the widget. However, I do want it to show, so I'm going to pop that back. Now we also have the option to choose some of these other post types. So I want standard post types to also be able to be featured in that widget if I so choose. So we'll save changes here. And we'll go to posts. I'll select this post. Now if I hadn't decided that I wanted this to be related to Pressgram, this option here would not show up. But since I just checked posts could be related, this option does show up. And so now I can select, I want this to be a Pressgram post, because these are a lot of my Pressgram images from Christmas, and I just want to feature it there. So we'll check that, update it, and we'll go back here and refresh, and now we're going to see that post shows up in my widget. And what it pulls from is it pulls from the featured image of that post. And if feature images does not exist, it may pull the first image from that post that's attached. Not sure about that, I'd have to look back. We'll notice that most of our Pressgram images here, if you look down in the bottom left, are going to link to that actual post image. So let's say I go into this one, this goes to that image's post. However, this one that was a standard post, it's going to link to that actual post. So those posts are related to Pressgram, so they show up in the widget. So that's how the widget and Pressgram post relations work. I think that is a pretty good overview of the Pressgram plugin. If you do have any questions, there's some notices over here. You can connect with support easily right here at wordpress.org or help.pressgram. If you want to connect with community, you can find other as well, and there's a couple other notices here you can check out. Otherwise, have fun. We hope that this tool assists you in what you do at your site. Thanks so much.